Hello again YouTube. So this is a quick follow-on video from my ZX6R J2 4-year review, living with a ZX6R, and my hate for them, and that is the fascias. And it's from what I've read and from what I've been told, it is something to do with the heat build-up and then going into maybe a cold garage or whatever, and the plastic just basically cracking. And quite frankly, I think it's crap. And I don't know any other manufacturer that's happened on. So again, so first of all, in this video, you're going to see the bit taken out from the 4-year review. So if you've already seen that, fast forward by this amount, because until I've edited, I don't know where it's going to be. So if you want to go straight to the video, go straight to this point. All right. And basically what I do is I show you how to put LEDs in. Now that's obviously not going to fix it, but from since I've done that, it's not got any worse. So LEDs run cooler, so you're not getting that heat up process. So yeah, it's I just hate it, just absolutely can't stand it. So anyway, let's get on with it. Cheers guys. So I just wanted to go through one of the biggest bugbears that I've found with the ZX6R, and it really annoys me, like really annoys me, especially the way that I keep my bikes. And I'm just going to flip the camera around now. You probably noticed when I was riding this just at the top here, and if you're looking to buy one and you've looked around and you've seen this, it's actually nothing to worry about. It just looks bloody awful. Now I actually spoke to someone who bought a 2002 one back in 2002, so they bought it brand spanking new, and within 6 months this happened. And they took the bike back, and basically the dealer said they're not responsible for it, and Kawasaki weren't really that fussed about it. And then they'd done a bit of research, and what they told me, it's to do with when you ride with your lights on, obviously your dashboard lights are on, and it heats up at that particular point and it melts. And if you're looking around, there's loads of them like it, loads of used ones like it. Even if you look at the ZX9, which is the same clock set as well. And there are some out there that look absolutely mint. And I'm going to spin. And this is my A1P that only had 1900 miles on the clock. Now, when I got it, it was mint. This wasn't here. And I ride with my lights on all the time throughout the day. So there you see, my lights are already on. So as soon as I start up, lights are on. Now, the only way in which you can sort this out is basically taking this Speedo front case off and going into the Speedo itself and changing the light bulbs for LEDs. And this is the LED set that I bought off of eBay. Now it's not just a straight plug and play. I did have to open the holes up to a 5.5 mil. So I took the Speedo off. It's very easy to do. You take the screen off, there's 3 bolts, unplug the Speedo, there's 6 screws at the back, I think 6 or 5 screws at the back, and then just replace that, so it doesn't get any worse. But that really bothers me, you know. That bike's only done, that new one's only done 4,500 miles, you know, and I think that's a joke. And Kawasaki, I think, even now should replace them. Even 20 years on, I think it's disgusting. And I can buy a brand new one for 100 quid. That's what Fowlers want. It's 100 quid. Now, what I've done for, I'm not spending 100 quid at the moment, but I will do at some point because I want it perfect on the other one. And now that I've got LEDs, unfortunately, I didn't learn that to say that the person spoke to had a brand new one, found out about the light set, and yeah, the dealers just weren't interested and Kawasaki weren't interested. But what I've done for this one, I've got a used clock set that had 50,000 miles on the clock, and this one's just in better condition. I've just got to clean it up a little bit, and I'll just swap that over so it doesn't look as bad, and then I'll put that one on the one that had 50,000 miles on it, and I'll sell those clocks on and just try from that. But that, I've been very OCD. I hate it, absolutely hate it, and I think it's poor, really poor from Kawasaki. So if you're listening, Kawasaki, it just shouldn't happen, and I think you should replace them. For the amount that are out there now, you should just basically put a bulletin out. We should be able to give you our address, and you should be sending those clock faces out, I think, free of charge. I don't think we should be paying £100. I paid, like, I know I bought them used, you know, but I've paid a hell of a lot of money for the A1P, and you know that there's an issue. You know that there's an issue. So yeah, that's my biggest bugbear. It may sound small, but it's just to let you know that if you've seen one with an issue, that's what you need to do. You need to put LEDs in there. Cheers. This is a warning message to tell you that the following video will show you me playing with my nuts. If you liked how I've played with my nuts and you want to copy, you are free to do so, but you do this at your own risk. If you break your nuts, hurt your nuts, or twist your nuts, then that is your own fault. I've watched many a video of people playing with their own nuts. That's how I learnt to play with mine. If at all you're not confident playing with your nuts, take it to a professional and they will play with your nuts for you. Thank you. And remember, always check your nuts. So I just wanted to quickly show you how easy it is to change the LED bulbs. So you take off the screen, which I've just put at the back. This is my thing I just have on there, or the gear indicator. You unplug the main part, the clocks, and then you've got 1, 2, 3 bolts that come undone, or undo, that are 8mm, and then this just slides off like so, and that's your clock set. You then undo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Once that's undone, you literally just lift the back off. You can put that out of the way, and then you've got the clock set here, and then you can just lift the clocks out like so. Okay, this is the other clock set that I'm changing the face with, which I've already undone. So I'm just going to take that off and put this here. You've got these 4 down here, which one's your indicator. This other top one here is your you've got your left and right hand indicators. Then you've got your neutral light, engine light, and oil light. The other 3, this one, and this one, go through to brighten up the dash. So if you want to change to different color LEDs, like have a yellow dash or a blue dash or whatever, you only need 3, but as far as I'm aware, where I've just shown, they only come in packs of 10. So you'd have to buy 10 white and just replace that one white, 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 and then these 3. Personally, I just do them white because I don't like them coloured, but that's just me. Now, to take them out is really easy. You put the screwdriver in, turn it anti-clockwise, it's about 45 degrees, and then you can just get your fingernails underneath. They're a little bit tight, and then they just wiggle out. Now, that is a T3 bulb. if it will focus. I don't know whether it will focus. And this is the replacement LED bulb. Okay, as you see, it's slightly fatter, even though it's got the same T3 size. So when you actually try to put it in, it won't fit. All right, now if you take a 5.5mm drill just here, and I'm going to do this for this person, so when they get their clock set, they'll just have a brighter. I'm going to do the 3, so they'll have LEDs in the middle. You literally just have to do it slowly. Please do it slowly. Yeah? Now the thing that you have to be, so that's just started now pulling in. I'm instantly going to pull back out. Okay? I'm just blowing inside. Now, the reason that you have to do it slowly, and I'm just going to take the drill out, the drill bit, is I use a wood bit because I find them sharper, but you've got the little point. Now, the thing with the 3 for the dashboard, I'll show on the end here, as it comes through, it goes into like a light disperser. And when I do, let's say this one, I'm just going to cut. So I'm literally just going to lightly drill this one. You can see how slowly I'm doing it. See it now pull. You see the end tip is going towards that plastic disperser. We don't want to hit that, so I just reverse back out. Yeah, I blow. You can see that it hasn't affected the touching areas of where the LED will go. Now, the other thing with LEDs, they only work one way. With a bulb, you can put them in either plus or minus contact. Okay, LEDs do not work like that. They have to go one way. So if you go to put it in this way and it doesn't work, yeah, so I do one at a time. I put it in, test it. If it doesn't work, all you need to do is then turn it 180 degrees. Don't think I've done this one enough. So it is just you just have to be slow. Yeah, you see how slow I'm going? I don't want to affect that top. If you do want to brighten up, these, there's nothing stopping them, and the drill just goes straight through, and you're not worried about it. But these 3, you have to be very, very careful of. So we just put that in. That should just pop in. There we go. And then that's connected, and you can see how close that is, but it is still touching both positive and negative. So at that point, I would then just like that try it. I'll show you. So I've got the clocks, I've got the LED one, and I've kept one of the other ones in, the standard ones, headlight, standard dashboard. Plug it in. I don't push it all the way in, I just keep it loose. You'll see the clock spin round. I'll just redo that so you can see that, and that's when you know that the wiring loom's connected. There you go, they spin round. Turn the ignition on. Ignition's on because I've got the other lights here, and then if I turn the lights on, now you can see dashboard light. Don't know if you can see that dashboard light, that one there, and I don't know if you can see that one, how much brighter it is. Now if I just pop it out, so I've just taken that out, if I spin it round 180 degrees, I'll just show you and pop it back in. It doesn't work. If it doesn't work, literally just take it out, spin it 180 and pop it back in. Okay, that's it. You just see how much brighter they are, and they should run cooler than these bulbs. So I'm assuming it's from where you have the heat and then taking it into a garage and then cooling down, but it's just dramatically brighter. So yeah, you do it at your own risk. You have to be careful. I'll show you one more thing that I've had to do on this. So there was one more thing that I wanted to show on this. When I drilled out the hole to 5.5, when I was putting the bulb in, it wasn't sitting far enough in. What was happening is as I pushed it in, I was saying be careful about the light disperser. That was actually poking too far out. There was a little bit of plastic coming off, and I had to slightly drill it down a bit, and you can probably see there. Now what I'd done is I took a flat a metal piece, 5mm drill, so I'm not widening anything else out. I put it on here, and I literally just, let's have the right way around, just turned slowly and took bit by bit by bit by bit by bit off, and then waited until I could then get this in, and then it fits in nicely, and that's it. But as I say, you do this at your own risk. This is what I've done to try and compensate from what's happened on here. Let's bring that camera out. So what's happened here, you can see this is the old one that was on the bike, and this is the newer one that I've bought. No, it's not perfect, but it is better. Okay guys, as I said, I cannot stress enough, you do this at your own risk. It's what I've done because I know that I'm extremely careful, and I've done it to both my bikes, even my A1P that's got 1900 miles on the clock, and I've had no issues at all. But if you start just hammering at it with a drill and start going really fast, you will cock up your clocks. So please, please, please be careful, and if you cock it up, don't blame me. So I just wanted to quickly show you the difference. So that's with the new face on. You can see how much brighter those LEDs are behind. So neutral light at the indicators.